I guess, Sam, I'll let you start. How has, tell us a little bit about your company, how you got started, and then how open source has really meant a lot to the rapid development, of the sort of projects that you guys are working on, the nature of your business, and why you made the decisions that you have.
Yeah, so my company's entirely, I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum a bit. I'm happy Micah's next to me. Because the conferences I go to and the people I engage with are entirely on the open source side of the argument. They're mainly anarchists, right? Like I'm in the Bitcoin space, we're Bitcoin engineers. We work on Ethereum because it's simple enough, but what we work on is core protocol infrastructure, and all of that's open source. So the most of, I guess the only license we've actually dealt with for the most part has been the MIT license that you mentioned, which seems like it's kind of a free-for-all versus the GPL. We actually ran into some trouble because we launched the cryptocurrency. It's a new cryptocurrency. It's a fork of Bitcoin and ZCL called Anon with masternodes and ZK snarks that were actually developed here at MIT. And we forgot to put the MIT copyright, or not copyright, the MIT license on the code base. And immediately when we actually committed the code, we just bombarded with messages and pull requests. You need to put this license in there. And I've never filed for a patent. I'm not a patent. I don't really know much about patents, so I wasn't entirely sure what the implications would be. But my community and the stuff that we do is entirely open source. I do bleed into the enterprise a bit with Oracle, for instance, and I've been to IBM's research center. I teach cryptocurrency and blockchain development at Miami-Dade College. So they flew me out to IBM's research center, and I got to speak with them and see how they're utilizing Hyperledger's Fabric and Composer. But patent, I guess, in the blockchain space, from my experience, seems to make more sense on the enterprise side. My clients who've done token raises or things of that nature haven't needed to do so yet. A lot of the things they architect in their white papers and things that I've helped them with definitely could qualify as patents, but they haven't gone that route yet. But most of what I do, most of the experience I have is entirely in the open source side.
Sure, and Sam, your Bushido Labs is primarily like a design shop also, right?
Yeah.
So you're a service provider within the industry, helping to build out solutions for people that need core engineers like you have in your team to solve some of these difficult engineering problems, right?
Right. So we generally, and this is more of my position, I generally think that blockchain protocols aren't complete yet. People say that Bitcoin's done, Bitcoin succeeded, or Ethereum is done, and focus on secondary applications or kind of ancillary utility of general blockchain protocols. But we basically service blockchain for clients' needs, right? The best part about this is that I learned about pain points in industries that I wouldn't have learned about otherwise, right? In logistics or in healthcare or in anything else, really. And it's really cool to actually architect or try and architect a solution for them on the protocol side, because ICOs kind of have a bad rap and kind of justifiably so to most of the extent, but it's interesting trying to target a specific solution within a business that's based on legacy applications and apply as much as we can of this distributed network system with things like masternodes. I don't know if many of you know what masternodes are, but they basically provide a service to a blockchain and facilitate passive income, which is really interesting, because then you can have like what really could be like ETFs that utilize masternodes, right? So that's kind of the stuff that we do. We're a 9-man team of all engineers, so we're basically like a design shop, kind of like a lab, which is why I called it.